imagine some people in this room have personally been called fake news, either in a tweet or in a news conference by the president. So these are pretty unprecedented attacks on the media. So there are reasonable questions. What effects and consequences do these types of attacks have on attitudes towards the media and perceptions of the media? One piece of good news is that media trust is up. Now, that's not the greatest news in that it's mainly up among Democrats, and it's not really up among independents or Republicans. And those with the most knowledge among Democrats are even more favorable towards the media, and those with more knowledge among Republicans are even less favorable towards the media. When we asked a specific question about Trump's claim that journalists are an enemy of the people, the same very large partisan distinctions. The Trump approvers readily agreed to this. A majority agreed with it, whereas the Trump disapprovers, only a small minority agreed with it. When we asked a question about should government be able to block media coverage that they find objectionable or inaccurate or biased, Trump approvers said yes, but notice that the proportion here is less than on the previous slide. What we see here is that among Fox News, Democrats go a little bit more than they say that they do, or Republicans go less than they say that they do. Among Huffington Post, a more liberal outlet, we find that Democrats say that they go more than they actually do, and Republicans go more than they say that they do.
Quoting Trump saying the media is fake news doesn't make people disbelieve in the media more. So if you're fearful of one more attack on the media changing how the American people feel about a free press, our experiment might be somewhat reassuring. But the bad news is the stability of these attitudes that John's describing means that they are likely to be with us long after Trump leaves the political scene. And one of the things that we find over and over again is that people who have high levels of political knowledge are able to consume and resist information they don't want to believe is true, at least under some circumstances. And just those folks in the middle, the marginal news consumer in the middle is the one who's going to hear that message the most. It feels like a double-edged sword to me, to get an increase in trust that's driven by one political party. We've seen these dynamics occur on issues like, with scientists and their perception as being affiliated with the Democratic Party. And that's really harmed scientific credibility in the public debate. And if journalists go down that same road and become seen as part of the Democratic coalition, I think it's very harmful to the ability of all of you to do your jobs and create this, reasonably broad shared consensus about the nature of reality that we'd like to hope is the mission of journalism.